I do not follow the local news. I do read a lot of news. I probably spend at least 3 hours a day reading the national and world news because I contribute to a very well respected financial blog. My column on that blog gets well north of 1 million reads a year. But I don't watch the local news. It's not something that really captivates my attention like the economy captivates my attention. Anyway, when I was doing some stuff on Google on school closings, this article, circa October 2008, popped up, and it says School Board to discuss in detail possible closings. And I skimmed through the article, and what I saw is they want to close a couple of elementary schools to save money. And they want to move the kids to another school, and then they want to sell Ladd Elementary School because it's 40 years old. And they want to take the money they get from Ladd, which they consider to be a very valuable piece of commercial real estate, and pay for the renovations that they need in these other schools. Well, I mean, I just saw, I saw warning lights all over the instrument panel when I read this article, and I'll tell you why. If in the period of 6 weeks you screw up 4 times, and one of the screw-ups are so bad that you have buses, teachers, and students out on the road when there are 40 or 50 accidents and they close the roads down, that tells me that you may not have, I'm being nice about it, I'm not going to be nice about it, that tells me that you do not have the wherewithal to make good decisions. When I bring this to the attention of the board, that that their procedures are bad, 4 days earlier over a less severe mistake that was made, and I get back in writing from 2 of them that they have very good sound procedures and policies, that tells me that there's a disconnect between reality and how they perceive reality. So this is something simple. How in the world, help me understand this, how in the world are you going to handle a tough issue like this? Now, back to the economy. What I see from this article, and again, I just skimmed it, I don't have all the facts, but my gut tells me after what I've seen and reading this article that our kids are going to be in temporary classrooms, in other words, trailers. I come from a family of principals and administrators, and I can tell you that those trailers are not cheap. And if you're relying on the sale of Augusta County in a time when the commercial real estate market is getting ready to go cliff diving without a bungee cord, I can tell you, you may be in for another surprise. You may not be able to sell Ladd. You may not have the money to pay for the renovations at this other school you're moving the kids into. And my gut tells me, again, this is just a gut, seat of the pants analysis of this, but my gut tells me that our kids may be in very expensive trailers, and this is probably not the time that you want to sell commercial property. Ladd is a very expensive piece of commercial property, but I'm starting to see vacancies within 200-300 feet of Walmart. I think there was one strip mall that was at 90% vacancy the last time I went to Walmart. Ladd's is right across the street from there. You may not end up getting the money you think you're going to get for the sale of Ladd, and you may be putting our kids in harm's way because they may be in an overcrowded situation, and they may be spending the rest of their elementary years in trailers. Again, I have no confidence in the decision-making ability of this school board until I see somebody take charge and say, we have a problem, we are going to fix it. I don't feel all warm and fuzzy about this, and I just wanted to add this video to the school closings. I know it really is a different type of school closing, but it's something of very, very great concern, because when I see bad logic, bad recognition of what reality is, I get very, very concerned with what's going on.